general things that a lot of strip clubs do that I feel like stop them from making money. Wish I would have made a list and wrote them down, but I'm just gonna wing it and just go off memory. Hopefully I can remember them all. There might be a part two. It's like my job to talk to customers, so in my opinion, I feel like I would know a little bit better than most managers because I'm on the floor and I'm associating with the customers who bring in the money. They play the music too fucking loud. How am I gonna make a sale if they can't hear me speaking? It's like I'm literally shouting at the guy because he can't hear a word that I'm fucking saying. Like I'm shouting at him and he's right fucking there and I'm like, ah! Like trying to build a connection with him. A lot of the people in the industry, they don't actually stop and think. They're just there to have a good time, and I understand that. But the thing is, it's a business, and it's like, we're all there to make money. If you have to think about it in a way that's like, why do guys come to the strip club? In reality, why do guys come to the strip club? They come because their wives are cheating on them, the world is shitty, their job is shitty, and they're trying to forget about how shitty that the world is, and they're trying to build an emotional connection with a beautiful woman. Distract them from how shitty that the world is, because beautiful women are a blessing to this fucking world. In my personal opinion, beautiful women are a blessing to this world, especially if they're beautiful on the inside as well as the outside. Then they're top notch, in my opinion, especially if they're smart. Why do guys come to the strip club? Like, the more that you understand people, the better that you will be at this job. It doesn't even matter what role you are in the strip club, whether you're a stripper, a DJ, whatever you are, in pretty much any industry that you have to be social in. That's one thing I am good at, is understanding people in a way that's like, I try to understand them so I could give them what I think that they need or that they want. Guys are not gonna want to spend money, hella money, if they can't make a connection with a woman. The music is too loud. You can't make an emotional connection with anybody. To make an emotional connection, it's like the energy has to be there, kind of think alike with the customers. The energy is definitely there with some customers, but with some customers it's not. And I can't really fake it. The customers that do really make an emotional connection with me are the ones that spend the most on me. Can't hear anything I'm saying. If they can't hear the jokes that I'm saying, then how am I going to make an emotional connection with them? Like, you need to be able to communicate in this industry as a stripper, and it's like, if you can't do that because the music is too loud, then the guys aren't going to want to spend hella money. She won't be able to tip anybody out because it's like making our job harder if the music is too loud. I understand it's a party atmosphere, but you have to really think about why. Why do guys come to the strip club? Because they're lonely, a lot of them. We're going through a male loneliness epidemic. A lot of males are lonely. A lot of males can't communicate with other males, for one thing. Make a connection with a customer in the strip club, like an emotional connection. They're more likely to spend a lot of money on you. And I can't make an emotional connection with anybody if nobody can hear what I'm saying. Music should be the background, and then women should be the star of the strip club. Not just on the stage. Like, they are, whether y'all know it or not, like, especially in a strip club. Like, in a strip club, women are the fucking stars. That's the reason why everybody comes. It would really help us out a lot if, like, customers can hear what we're trying to say to them. Help us make an emotional connection with them. That's why people come back. The thing about being a stripper is the beauty, it catches them first. Like, that's what they see from afar. But the personality and the energy of the whatever you are, whatever you bring to the table that makes you unique as a woman, that's what keeps them. That's what keeps them coming back. Just because sometimes girls are they're just so greedy that they don't care about customer service anymore. Sometimes a manager might like a girl because she tips him out the most. So like a manager or a host might like a specific dancer because she tips him out the most. But the fact of the matter is, what did she do to get that money? Talking about, like, did she fucking rob somebody to get it? That's why there are a lot of guys who don't fucking come back to the strip club anymore, because a lot of girls, they don't even care about giving customers an experience. They don't care about that anymore. Like, a lot of girls don't. Like, that's the big reason why a lot of the strip clubs are struggling, because not a lot of dancers approach the industry in that way. They're just trying to make as much money as they possibly fucking can and they have like no fucking morals about it. Like they don't care who they have to shit on or rob to get that money. And that's actually really bad customer service. Like if you think about it in the long run, it's like, yeah, she's giving you the most money at that time, but none of those customers will ever want to fucking come back to that strip club. So you have to think about it in that way. So you want people to want to come back. I personally feel like all strip clubs should be non-smoking. The reason for that is that as a business, you want to protect your assets. And the strippers are your assets in a strip club. I still work at some clubs that are smoking, but I've like talked to the managers about this. Like I feel like strip clubs should just be non-smoking and they're not going to do it, and you know, whatever. It does affect the ability of dancers. Our lungs are fighting for our fucking life. And sometimes if I work at a smoking strip club, like on a Friday or a Saturday or whatever, and there's a lot of people and a lot of people are smoking, I will start to cough. And I also noticed smoking strip clubs, I noticed that I run out of energy faster. Like I used to smoke cigarettes, but since I stopped smoking cigarettes, I definitely noticed when I'm around more smoke, I get tired faster. I can't even like perform as well because I'll get tired faster. Smoke, it affects our immune system. In some smoking clubs, a lot of dancers agree with me on this. Like we always talk to each other about this sort of stuff. Like you could work like one night at a very high smoking, smoky strip club. Sometimes you can be out for like 3 days or a week after because the smoke, it just like wears you fucking down. Especially if you do not smoke cigarettes. Like you will definitely feel it if you don't smoke. Like the difference of working in a smoking club and working in a non-smoking club. One thing that clubs could do is make it non-smoking, like no cigars, no real cigarettes, and then vapes, okay? So like that's like a halfway mark, so everybody could be happy. Vapes are still really bad, but it's like in smoking clubs they could vape, but they could smoke cigars and smoke cigarettes. In some clubs they fucking smoke weed in. I've smelled some weed in a strip club before, that's for sure. I don't really care, but like all of the fucking smoke, and we're like, especially for stage performers, like we have to breathe more air because we're doing like athletic shit. So we have to breathe more air, which is why I think I also like get tired faster when I'm around smoking, because I literally take up more air than a dancer who doesn't do stage. I definitely feel it. I don't fucking like it. Like I will deal with it for a little while. I don't think I would ever want to work like full time in a smoking strip club because of that reason, because I don't want to fucking die of cancer. One of the bouncers a long time ago actually died of cancer, and I think it was probably because he worked in smoking strip club. People will be like, oh, well, management or the, you know, the higher ups or the owners don't care. But I think that if you don't care, you are wrong. If you're an owner of a strip club, you should fucking care about your assets. Strippers are your assets. They are your money. And so are even bouncers. They have their purpose in the strip club, and you should care about them as a person, and you should care about their health too, in my personal opinion. If they're not bouncing the strip club, it would just be fucking hectic. That guy, he was always like a nice guy. Like, it's just so sad that he fucking died of cancer when it could have changed if the owner of the strip club or of more strip clubs in the world actually cared about their employees, not just like, oh, well, he could be replaced. Everybody can be fucking replaced at some point in life, but you should still fucking care about them because they're helping you make money. I know, whatever, like that's not how the corporate world works or whatever, but the corporate world is a fucking asshole. A lot of it is, okay? And it's like they should still care about their fucking employees because they're humans. That's just my personal opinion, and if you disagree with me, I'm gonna think that you're wrong. And there's literally nothing that you could say to make me think that you were right. I think clubs should not be smoking. If they have a pole, they should have a quality pole. Not all poles are created equal. I can perform much better on a quality pole than a trash pole. They should have alcohol as a cleaner and a rag. And I know that at one time there were no poles and no pole dancers, but the industry has changed, okay? It's like you need to change with the times. And there are some clubs that have no poles at all, and I would work at them and try them out. I actually do know a lot of floor work, so it's like even if there is no pole, I'll be fine. If you do have a pole, it should be a quality pole. There should definitely be alcohol because like hundreds of girls, especially in Vegas, dance on that pole. Alcohol is the only fucking thing that'll cut through the grease and the sweat. It's fucking gross sometimes. Like some poles are fucking disgusting. Like even if I'm not even gonna climb all the way up, sometimes I'll just clean the pole because it's so gross. A dirty pole can actually make you break out. You don't have alcohol to clean and disinfect the poles, more likely that your dancers will have like breakouts on their butt because it's not clean. You don't want to be known as like the strip club that has girls that are breaking out. If you do a Superman, the pole's like right on your butt crack. You want clean poles and alcohol, or else you're gonna like be known as a strip club that has strippers with pimples on their butts. That's not a good reputation to have. Like, when customers spend a lot of money, you should actually be willing to give good customer service to them. One of my regulars is a really good customer. Like, any strip club would be blessed to have him there. He's like the perfect type of customer that every dancer and every strip club would want to like have there. He's a spender and he's not a selfish asshole prick who's entitled to women. He's not that. He actually comes to the strip club to spend money, and one thing that he does not like, and a lot of customers don't like this, you have to think of like wealthy men, okay? Very wealthy men, they want their way. And most strip clubs are owned and ruled by very wealthy men. They both want their way, so they're kind of headbutting with the rules, basically, on this. It's a champagne room. He doesn't want the fucking bottle. He doesn't want the alcohol. He will give you the money. He'll give you the money, okay, for the room fee. He doesn't want the bottle. He just wants, you know, whatever he drinks. He wants, like, the liquor of the mixed drink that he usually always gets. If I'm being honest, I don't even really like champagne. I will sort of drink it a little, but it gives me a headache. If I do drink, I'll drink some sort of liquor, probably tequila. I don't really drink champagne. And the reason is because it gives me a headache. If I get a horrible headache, I will want to go home, and then I won't make money. So it's like when customers come in there and they're willing to spend for a champagne room, which is an overpriced bottle, and they just want a mixed drink, I feel like they should get that mixed drink. Not all of the customers that go into the champagne rooms are very wealthy men. A lot of them are, you know, like not an average person, unless they like save up for a long time, can afford a champagne room. It's like you have to think about what your customers want to make them want to come back. If that happened, more customers would want to come back, especially like the customers who can afford champagne rooms. I think those are like the main things, really, besides like the obvious of like hiring good girls and, you know, good management and stuff. Another thing that customers say is that it's too dark in here. How are they supposed to see the product of the girls if it's so fucking dark? My eyeball's like twitching. I don't know why. My eyeball has been like twitching like crazy for like, why does that happen? It's not agitated, it's just like twitchy. I actually read something online that said, if your left eye twitches, it means that your dreams are gonna come true. And if your right eye twitches, that means you got mail or something. I don't remember I read that or I saw that online, but it's probably bullshit, but I don't know. Apparently my dreams are gonna come true because my left eyeball just keeps twitching like it's insane. Our strip clubs need to have decent lighting, because how are guys gonna see the girls if it's so fucking dark in there? And guys want to see the girls. That's why guys go to the strip club, because they want to see the girls. I think those are like the main things. Yep.